Hello guys, welcome. I am Samantha the Introvert and today I want to give you my personal recap on episode 4 of The Next Prince. So let's get into it. Let me start off by saying that the stepfather of Canon did not waste any effort because you would think Canon only knows about fencing and lives a normal life, but then he shocked the entire people with his skills. But not only that, Canyon also knows different languages, shocking the king. Look, I know that king must be thinking that the stepfather served his purpose. He didn't raise Canyon to be no worthless child. Then we have Ned, who plays as Prince Calvin. His father approaches the king, saying Calvin is very interested in arts and asks if the son can enroll in the University of Arts in Emily University. And the king said yes and said Sharon, who teaches in the field of art, will be teaching the son. Oh, by the way, even though Kenny knows different languages, he doesn't know the people who he was having conversations with, and that was where Sharon came to play. I love that immediately these two became best friends, and I hope it stays that way. Let me tell you, this recap will have more details than expected, like, for example, Ramil here's eyes fixated on Pete. Then, while dancing, Cannon made sure to go put his way out to dance with Sharon, which surprises the crowd. Until one clumsy move got them to be getting a lot of attention from everyone. That was the longest pause in the history of all dramas because it gave the reporters good amount of time to get all angles of pictures, and for that moment in time, it seemed so romantic, and I know fanfiction writers will love it all up. Okay, now Cannon is being interviewed by reporters, but the reporters keep asking about how Cannon and Sharon seems very close because of that dance, and Cannon cannot answer such questions, so the interviewers and interviews were cut short. Cannon then ended up talking to Sharon, but they're talking like lovers and were so cute about it. Unbeknown to Cannon, though, he still had his mic on, which the interviewers are hearing everything and they heard all the cute talks. Now, every social media is going viral on that one moment. I blame the Kingdom staff because they failed to check. But now that those recordings have touched all over Kingdom and many places, some people are saying that maybe Canon knew of this and planned it, and others must think that Canon didn't really know. But since they can't do anything about it and it got out of hand, they had to go along with it and let the public think the prince and the guard have a romantic relationship by pushing out such things like posing as a person in relationship. Canyon likes these moves while Sharon is really trying to fight demons. Now while Sharon is helping Canyon brushing some history of Imali, he tells Canyon that when he was helping him escape in episode 1, he stumbled on a cop badge and got his close friend to research and it turns out to be a real cop. But the important question is why are they planning it? Why are they planning to get Cannon? Upon further investigation, they found out that their police works for Ramil's father, and so Cannon is suspecting that man and demands to personally visit Ramil's family. Their arrival was unexpected, but nonetheless hospitality must be met. So the father told Ramil to give Cannon a tour around the palace and make Cannon welcome because Cannon stated that he wants to stay. While they were touring the place, Ramil told Cannon that he wants to show Cannon a very special place. Since it's a secret place, Cannon wants Ramil's family to trust him, so Cannon lets Sharon stay behind, which was a bad move and you will get to know why soon. The first thing I thought when I saw this, I was like, yep, and this is where you kill me. But luckily he didn't. Ramil gifted Cannon a bracelet as a way of closeness. Then Ramil brought Cannon to a cave. In that very mountain cave, he shows him a statue of a serpent. While they were talking about the serpent and what it represents, Ramil mentioned that that serpent is also on the bracelet. But when Cannon looked at his hand, the bracelet is gone. The sad part about this is that Ramil planned this. He purposely gave the bracelet to Cannon knowing how loose it was. He made it so that Cannon would go with him to this mountain. He made it so he could let him get lost because Cannon doesn't know the surrounding. The fact that he made Cannon let his guard down and trust him. Now he left Cannon alone. Ramil made the excuse to help find the bracelet, and he did find the bracelet, but he never went back for Cannon. When I saw Ramil did this, I was like, boy, you stupid. Why would you make a careless move on the prince? The king is his grandfather. The king is in charge, and he could get you executed. While, honestly, which is a big problem. The father of Ramil, oh god. See what I mean? The bad move ever. But anyways, worst part of it is Cannon figured this out. And at this moment, Ramil left him. Cannon cannot call for help because there is no signal in this cave. Back at the palace, Sharon eagerly waits for Cannon to get back, and then we see Petai came and asked his arrival and where Cannon is. Karen told Petai everything, and when Petai heard, we could see the strange look because he knows Ramil way too well, but kinda brushes it off. Then the stupid idiot came back, pretending to be worried, and told Sharon that he lost Cannon, so now everyone is out looking for Cannon. Luckily, Sharon found him. Sharon blames himself for letting this happen on his watchful eyes. When they made it back and Ramil's father heard about this, he was very furious and took his anger on Petai, which shocks Cannon. Ramil's brain was not braining. Like, why would you do something so stupid? Because of Ramil's stupid action, Cannon decided to cancel his stay. After Cannon left, Ramil's father punishes Ramil, but the person who really got punished was Petai. Even though Ramil is not the one getting the beaten punishment, he still feels the pain because the person getting the pain is the person Ramil cares about with all his heart. A lot of viewers says that the father punishes Petai because he knows how much Ramil cares and loves Petai, but I disagree. I feel like the father only did that because he knows Ramil is close with the servant, which is Petai, and because of this, inflicts the pain on just Petai. The father doesn't know how close they are. At the palace, Kenny tells Sharon that he feels everything that happened from day one could be Ramil's father's plan, but he doesn't know the reason. It's still, no, I still wish that the stepfather is okay and faking his death. Even though Cannon asked Sharon to not tell the king about the incident, he went and told anyways. Such a loyal dog. They skipped the incident subject and talked about art, and the king told Sharon about Calvin and that he personally wants Sharon to accept Calvin in his art class. Jesus, dear Lord, Buddha, all the worshipping people out there, please let my theory be wrong because I refuse to think that this man could be the next Kinpor's father. Okay, guys, that is the end of my personal recap on episode 4 of The Next Prince. Stay tuned for my next recap on episode 5.